Have you ever paused in the middle of your life and wondered, nothing seems wrong, so why do I feel so empty? On the surface, things may appear stable. You might have a steady income, decent relationships, and a routine that works. There's no crisis, no obvious pain. Yet somewhere inside, there's a quiet heaviness. Not sadness exactly, not despair, just a dull sense of absence. You smile when others expect you to. You go through the motions. You fulfill responsibilities. But when the day ends and the distractions fall away, there's a hollow silence waiting for you. A feeling that life is somehow muted. And that's what makes it so confusing. We're taught that order, security, and comfort should automatically bring fulfillment. So when they don't, we begin to question ourselves. But this feeling isn't a mistake. It's not weakness. It's a message, a subtle inner signal asking, you've organized your outer life, but have you nurtured your inner one? The Buddha spoke directly to this hidden suffering, the emptiness that can exist even inside a successful life. So if everything appears fine, why does the heart still feel vacant? And what is this emptiness trying to reveal? From a Buddhist perspective, the root issue is simple but unsettling. We confuse comfort with fulfillment. We invest our energy into building a life that feels secure and manageable. Financial stability, predictable routines, social approval. Society promises that once these boxes are checked, happiness will follow. But comfort only soothes. It does not complete. Pleasure offers brief relief, not lasting peace. The Buddha warned that chasing better conditions, more success, more recognition, more control, becomes an endless loop. Each achievement brings a short-lived high, and then the mind immediately asks for the next upgrade. Even love, praise, and accomplishment lose their emotional intensity over time because the mind adapts. Modern psychology calls this hedonic adaptation, but the Buddha recognized it centuries ago. The emptiness keeps returning because we're trying to satisfy an inner longing with outer rewards. We're polishing the surface while neglecting what lies beneath. According to the Buddha, the problem isn't that something is missing from your life. It's that something within you is dormant. You've managed comfort well, but aliveness has been neglected. True fulfillment doesn't come from conquering circumstances, but from understanding and awakening the mind itself. At its core, emptiness doesn't come from lacking things. It comes from being disconnected from presence. Most people aren't truly living, they're postponing life. Happiness is always scheduled for later, after the goal, after the move, after the fix. The mind exists in a constant state of someday. That's the illusion the Buddha pointed to. When your attention is always ahead of you or behind you, you are never fully here. And when you're not present with your own experience, even a good life can feel distant and unreal. You may have progress, security, and companionship, yet still feel strangely untouched by it all. Emptiness isn't caused by a lack of progress. It's caused by absence from the moment. The Buddha taught that when the mind abandons the present, life loses its vitality. That's why finishing a long-pursued goal often brings a quiet disappointment. The mind immediately moves on, never allowing you to arrive. When you're never fully here, even your own existence can feel hollow. The Buddha's solution wasn't intellectual or abstract. He didn't teach happiness as something to achieve, but something to return to. The remedy for emptiness isn't adding more to your life. It's reconnecting with life itself, as it is now. The opposite of emptiness isn't excitement or stimulation. It's aliveness. And aliveness isn't found through thinking, but through direct feeling. The invitation is gentle. Return to the body, return to the breath, return to this moment before the mind names or judges it. Simply notice the breath moving in and out, life entering, life leaving. Feel your hands from the inside not as an idea but as sensation, that subtle vibration, that quiet hum of being alive. In this moment, there is no past to fix and no future to chase, just presence. This is not spiritual imagination, it's spiritual experience. The Buddha didn't ask us to escape the world, but to finally enter it without distraction. And when we do, the sense of emptiness fades naturally, because the present moment itself is never empty. Only a mind that abandons it feels that way. Aliveness returns when we stop endlessly becoming and start simply being. If you've ever felt empty despite having a life that looks fine, understand this. Nothing is wrong with you. Emptiness isn't failure or ingratitude. In Buddhism, it's seen as a doorway, an inner call inviting you to move beyond surface pleasures and routine comfort into something deeper, more awake, more real. It's life quietly asking you to stop running outward and finally turn inward. And when you understand this, emptiness no longer feels frightening. It becomes a guide, not the end of joy, but the beginning of wisdom. If these words resonated with you even slightly, consider continuing this journey. Stay connected for more Buddhist reflections and gentle reminders to help you return not just to peace, but to aliveness. Because lasting fulfillment isn't waiting somewhere in the future. It begins here within you in this moment.